Brandon Deutsch and Tyler LaRoca, your favorite 49ers content creator right there, the man himself. I know trust me, we'll bring up the Brock Purdy being 85th on the NFL 100 because I don't think he should have been top 100 either. But, we're going to talk some NFL. Obviously, it's a huge day for America. We've got USA versus Belgium at our least favorite stadium because of the history, formerly CenturyLink, Lumen now. And, I hadn't streamed in weeks and I've been so much focused on short form content. I was like, it's time. It's time to start streaming. It's time to start streaming with my fave, Tyler LaRoca. And we met in person a week and a half back. It was a great time. Maybe I'll move to Fort Worth and Dallas soon, man.
Do it, bro. Do it. It's nice out here. It's nice. You can smell the freedom.
I need to get that Frank Gore jersey in the background. That's what I'm going to get my Kalen Black. It's going to be right there.
Kalen Black.
I'm dead serious. You think I'm screwing with you? I'm dead serious. I'm getting a Kalen Black jersey, and it's going to be fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I wanted to ask you about the Brandon Aiyuk stuff, though, because I've been talking to Grant about it. I was doing some overnight shifts last week, so I couldn't actually stream with Grant last week. And I know he's going to Boston for vacation, I think, this week. But, we talked about it. Aiyuk, I've always said that there was blame on both sides, but the way he's acting is just he's never going to play an NFL snap again. It's wild. He's ruining his relationship with the Commanders. He's ruining his relationships with every other team. Who would sign him?
Yeah.
Who would sign the guy? So my thinking there is look, two things can be true. Is Brandon Aiyuk acting like an idiot? Absolutely. Yeah. And does he deserve everything he's getting? Absolutely. But the Niners chose to pay him after these antics started. Now, they weren't to this degree. They chose to pay him after the shorts issue. They chose to pay him after all the battling, and they knew he was a diva. They knew he was coming off of a career year and didn't really have another incredible year.
Yeah.
And they still chose to pay him. And ever since he got injured, ever since he signed that contract, they've been trying to get out of it. So is Aiyuk right to call him out? Hey, you've been trying to take my money ever since you signed me. Yes. I think it's unscrupulous what the 49ers are doing, but they also knew that once they took away his money, he would act like this. It's working to their plan. Everyone sees Aiyuk as the bad guy, and I'm not saying he's the good guy in this situation. I just think that they handled business poorly in this particular situation. I think that needs to be noted. And yes, of course, Aiyuk is acting like an idiot, and he's never playing again. So what are your thoughts on the whole situation from both sides, from the 49ers perspective and obviously Aiyuk's perspective, Tyler?
I mean, in my opinion, I think what happened, I've said it on Grant's stream. In my opinion, I think what happened was they had some sort of handshake agreement that was or Brandon Aiyuk just thought it, or he was told bad information by his agent that was listen, if you just give them the money back, then you're going to be fine. They're going to move on. They're going to release you. You'll get what you want. They get what they want, which is their money back. And I think that didn't happen because Brandon Aiyuk was quiet. He didn't do anything. He didn't cause any issues after, him and George and the team have said, he stayed into the building until November once they released the story that they took as guarantees. Up until that point, he was still practicing. He was, as George Kittle said, he was the first person in the building. He was still training his ass off, whether that be to try and be some sort of trade piece to help the Niners get him out of there or what, we don't know. But I do think that at some point, Brandon Aiyuk was listen, I've done my part. I gave you the money back. I've been training. I tried showing that I could still play so you guys could trade me. Release me. And then I think the Niners said no. And then Brandon Aiyuk started acting out. Not saying what Brandon Aiyuk is doing is right. If I was him, I'd just straight up say something along those lines, right? I would have just said yo, I gave him my money back so they could release me, and now they're not even releasing me. And I'd have left it at that, the name calling and this. I still think the beef with Jaden Daniels is fake. I see Terry's talking about it. It just seems so troll. Two best friends suddenly hate each other. Enjoy retirement, pal. I feel like that's not even how Jaden Daniels talks. I don't know, bro. The beef seems a little fake to me. But yeah, I mean, how Brandon Aiyuk has handled it isn't good at all. Obviously, the Niners haven't handled it well, but I think at this point, I mean, Brandon Ayuk's obviously handled it worse up until like I will say up until his social media videos, Brandon Aiyuk handled it way better and more mature than the Niners. Then the social media videos came out and it completely teetered it over to like,
Yeah, and I also wanted to add, he was talking about not training at the facility, like doing rehab by himself. But he was doing his rehab,
yeah.
right? So what's the difference between Nick Bosa doing his rehab away from the team, Fred Warner doing his rehab away from the team, and Ayuk? The difference is they didn't want to pay him. That's
Well,
the difference.
and did you see what Richard Sherman said? He explained exactly what happened. Did you see his
I saw.
podcast? Yeah,
Yeah,
so it was that. It wasn't that he wasn't rehabbing, it was that he didn't report the 4 days early that you have to report if you are rehabbing away from the team, and that's why they went after his guarantees.
yep.
Um so I
But they were
mean,
looking for and that's on
oh, for
Ayuk.
sure. That is on I. Yeah. I'm
That's
not
on
saying
Ayuk for sure.
like BA's definitely not handled it well, but again, up until the videos started coming out, I was on BA's side. Like this team's just being like cringe. But at this point, it's like, okay, BA needs whoever is in his ear, if anyone, like needs to get out of it because
Yeah.
man, he's just ruining. Again, if this beef isn't fake, which again, I'm really leaning to the point where it's like it's fake and BA's like, I don't know what else to do to get released other than to pretend I have no more suitors and then they'll release me. Like I don't know.
I don't disagree with you. I mean, I don't think he's ever playing in the NFL again, but that's basically all the 49ers talk because until
Yeah.
camp, there's like nothing that's going to be happening. I wanted to talk about the World Cup today
Well, you
because,
had the Brock Purdy thing you brought up.
oh, yes, that's right. Let's talk about that really quick. So, Brock Purdy was ranked 85th in the NFL top 100 players. And, he was also ranked as the biggest strength at ESPN's article of strength and weaknesses of rosters for the 49ers. Him and Mac Jones, the quarterback room, but they were saying specifically Brock Purdy.
Mm,
Now, my thoughts on Brock Purdy. We both agree that he's overpaid and they should not have paid him. I think he's a better quarterback than you, but I still don't think he earned like he's been injured 2 years ago when he was fully healthy. He threw like 15 interceptions or like 15 turnovers and they won 6 games. Like last year, Mac played almost as well as Purdy.
yeah.
Like I don't know. I think it's 85 is kind of a farce in my opinion. Like I don't think he deserved to be in the top 100. Maybe that's me, and I know Niner fans might get mad at that. I feel like he needs to play a full season healthy this year and throw 30 touchdowns, and we can start talking about okay, he's back into that top 10, unequivocally top 5 to 10 quarterback range, right? Because there have been some injury. There have been quarterbacks that have been playing better, more consistently than him.
Yeah. I mean, my thing, like I said on Grant's stream, was just I really just think they need to like once the list comes out, I'll be able to better judge it. Like I don't know who he's ahead of, or I don't know who he's behind. I know a couple of the players he's ahead of, which yeah, sure, I think he's better than Bryce Young, but who's Bryce Young ahead of? You know, I don't necessarily. Yeah, I don't really know who he's ahead of quarterback wise. Like I'd expect like 15 to 16 quarterbacks to be in this list at this point. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah, my thing with Brock is everyone keeps asking what they're loading up on cap space for. They're loading up on cap space to get rid of his contract next year.
Wow.
Like that's what it is. Like they're getting ready. Everyone's contract, like Nick's has a void. George's has like an out. I'm sure Christian's has an out. I'm pretty sure, and then Purdy's has an out. It's an expensive out, but it's an out. And so I think, in my opinion, that's it.
I think, look, they could explore that if they're really bad, right? And they're picking toward the top of the draft. From a pure roster construction standpoint, it would be more intelligent to draft the quarterback and have him on a rookie contract with the rest of this roster once those older players are off contract, which is soon, right? Besides Fred Warner and George Kittle, there's a lot of outs in this team. Like Christian McCaffrey, obviously, he's probably not productive as a running back in 2027. He's going to have to be used as a slot receiver at that point, which I think he can be great at, but like he's still making a lot of money, right? They'd have to restructure that. Nick Bosa hasn't been healthy kind of similar to Purdy in the sense where he's been very productive on the field, but the consistency's been an issue and he hasn't stayed healthy a lot of the time,
When Nick
right?
Bosa is one of the best at his position when he's on the field.
Yeah, of
Purdy
course.
isn't.
And yes, and Brock, benefits tremendously from a great play caller. There's no doubt about that. But I agree with you, Tyler. I think part of the reason they're holding off on Max Crosby and holding off on making big moves is one, I feel like deep down, Jed York's like, I don't know if this team's going to be as competitive as we think. They're kind of in the mix, similar to the Warriors, of like a rebuild
Yeah.
and contending, and they're kind of living off of, at least Steph Curry had won 4 rings, right? Like this team hasn't won a championship. They obviously should have, but they haven't. They're living off of that. And they're like, well, we need to create this cap space so we can eat a ton of cap hits and rebuild if
Yeah.
we're really bad, because they're 1 or 2 injuries away from being really bad. Now, I don't think they're going to be really bad. I do think they stay healthy enough to win their usual 11 to 12 games and lose
Yeah.
in the divisional round or NFC title game, which is even arguably worse because then you don't get a top pick and these guys are off contract and, they obviously can't pick in the first round, which is indicative of the past few years. So again, I agree with you. I think that they're using it for 2 things. If they're bad, they're going to eat the cap hits. If they're good, they're going to trade for Max Crosby or someone big at the deadline. I do believe that. I feel like this is kind of the year there's a lot of pressure on John Lynch.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, Maj is hating over here, bro. It's okay. Canada is out. It's fine. It's fine, dude. Canada's out. They're home. They're gone. They're
Yeah.
not even the best at hockey anymore, bro.
But yeah, I mean, I do think this is probably Purdy's last year as a Niner. I've said it multiple times. I said it last year. I said it the year before. I have a feeling we're gonna start like Purdy's gonna do what he usually does. He's gonna beat the hell out of the weak teams. He's gonna throw his usual 3 to 5 touchdowns. He's gonna do his Dougie. Everyone's gonna celebrate like, oh my god, all the Purdy haters are quiet now. And then he'll play a good defense. And then the same people that said the Purdy haters are quiet now will say, well, he didn't have ... My biggest thing, me and Grant said, our biggest worry about Purdy is now the Niners are getting ready to blame him. It's not even just us, like people that don't think he's that good. It's the Niners. They're literally they're saying everything. George is going to be back week 1. We got Brock Purdy, a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Like we got Brock what he needed to get. Like blah blah. They're setting it all up for it to fall on Purdy. And yeah, man, I think this is probably Purdy's last year unless he does what he hasn't done since 2023, which is play all 16 games or 17 games and play very well. Even then, 2023, he still kind of lost to good teams. So I also think that's going to be like eyesore as well, because I think the Niners are going to look at it as, well, it's not even that just that you don't play great when we play elite teams. It's that you play legitimately bad. Like you lose us games when you play good teams. You turn the ball over a lot when you play good teams. Like where they just saw Darnold, who was Purdy's backup, go against good defenses. And did he light them up? No, he didn't. He didn't light them up at all. But did he play decent? Sure. Did he turn the ball over? Nope. And they won a Super Bowl for it. Whereas with Purdy, does he play great against good defenses? No, hell no. Does he turn the ball over? Hell yeah. Do they lose games because of him? Yep. Like, and that's the big difference. Like, is Darnold a better quarterback at his peak than Purdy? I don't know. I think he has a better arm. But when they're both playing elite defenses, who would I rather have? After last year, it's Darnold. He doesn't turn the ball over, and they both play bad. So
I think to Purdy, I'll stand up a little bit for Purdy here in the sense that I don't think the 49ers have given him enough, especially on the offensive line. Like
I'm talking even 2023 when he got shellacked by the Ravens. Like,
yeah, for sure. That's on him and that's on Kyle for not being able to figure out Mike Mack. Like he has an obvious problem where he's outclassed by Mike Mack. And that's the reason why I think Jed York's like, well, why would we trade for Max Crosby now if we could still be outclassed by 2 teams in our division? There's no point in giving up assets for that, right? And time will tell. It's a long season. We'll see. I think the Niners, if they're really bad, there is the opportunity to move off of Purdy's contract. And it's not even a detriment to Purdy. It's more like from a roster construction
It just makes no sense
perspective,
to keep him.
yeah, with the rest of you can't be paying a quarterback 50 plus million a year when you're rebuilding. And at some point, they're going to have to rebuild. That's just the unfortunate reality of the situation. I do want to answer this question, though, because who's the Niners? Diana Rossini. How are they getting such great process offseason, all the drama? I'll say this. Now, I don't know Mike Silver, but Mike Silver is a big influence. I feel like he has great connections with NFL media, with the NFL Network, with ESPN. I think he does a great job at reporting, but he's also always going to be pro 49ers. He's a Lynch mouthpiece. He's a 49ers front
Yeah,
office
Niners are great
mouthpiece.
at media, bro.
They're great at media. And Lynch, by the way, to his credit, as much shit as we give him as an evaluator, he is very charismatic. People like him, people respect him. So it's going to be rare for them to pin something on Lynch because he's so good and so technical with everything he does in terms of how he acts. So
Yeah.
they also have good mouthpieces in the media. Rossini was even involved with Mike Silver in terms of reporting for the 49ers recently for The Athletic. But, they have some other great dudes there. And, their reporting has always been pretty good. But they barely get bad press. But I wanted to move on to something today because it's a big day for America. It's a really big day for America. Team USA versus Belgium. Spain just scored. Wow. Looks like US is going to be playing Spain if they win today. But that's the big thing. Will USA be able to win today? And what are your thoughts on FIFA rescinding Balogun? Well, not rescinding, but suspending rather Balogun's red card, because the issue with that is it sets a bad precedent. He should have never gotten the red card to begin with. But I feel like you suspending it now, if USA wins, it's going to be like, well, Balogun shouldn't have played. Where I think they would have beaten Belgium with or without Balogun, personally. I think they're very technical. Pochettino has them playing very well. They're motivated. They're at home, which is going to be a huge difference. And by the way, I think Senegal would have beaten the US because they're faster, they're quicker, and I feel like USA's pace is predicated on being aggressive. And I think Belgium is a slower team, which is they'll be able to do that. So, what are your thoughts there on the Balogun red card, and how confident are you in Team USA getting back to the quarterfinals today for the first time in 20 plus years?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I think soccer is a super soft sport. Seeing people actually get upset about this red card being rescinded, I think that the red card was terrible, like genuinely terrible. I don't understand why, because England just got one as well, last night, and so if England gets it rescinded, all the UK fans are probably going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's a good thing," even though they were just kind of talking about how it was a bad thing and how it doesn't make any sense and yada yada yada. Where it's like, I don't know. I think it was just terrible. I think Belgium's not that great, so the U.S. should win. I honestly, the only team that looks like really really good right now is France. Every other team looks beatable.
But even France struggled against Paraguay. If they didn't get that penalty, I mean, it could have gone to shootouts.
Yeah.
But you're right. I mean, they have the trio of elite.
Since then, they've been kind of lights out.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to play Morocco. This might be a hot take. I think France is on upset watch against Morocco. Morocco is such a technical team. And remember, they really are trying to put a name for themselves. And they're very quick. They're very technical. They defend at a high level. And I feel just like the way Mbappe's acting, the way Olise's acting, I know Paraguay really got in their heads and they were playing dirty, but there seemed to be a lack of sportsmanship from Mbappe's side. And he's just very confident and cocky. And why wouldn't you be? He's the best goal scorer in the world right now. But I feel like that could bite him in the ass, especially against better competition.
Oh, I think Spain won.
Yeah, well, they scored a goal.
Yeah, at the 91st minute. Good for them, man.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're the better team. Portugal
kind of has a super team, but their issue is they were just dying on Ronaldo.
To get the ball to Ronaldo.
Yeah,
it's really annoying. They'll be way better, dude. Portugal's might win in 4 years. They're really
they're way better without Ronaldo. He's too slow. They don't want to give him the ball.
Plus, I feel like the difference between Ronaldo and Messi is Messi's teammates love him. I don't know necessarily if Ronaldo's teammates like him.
Messi's also still really good.
Well, Ronaldo's good. He's just not. He's not incredible. Right.
I mean,
so
I think he is. I think he's the GOAT.
who?
Messi.
Yes, I was saying Ronaldo's still good.
Oh.
He's just not
I
incredible.
don't even think he's good. I think he's like meh. I think he's like mid.
Dude, I'm worried, by the way, as an Argentina fan. Like, I'm worried about Argentina because they're so reliant on Messi and they don't have a wing like a Di Maria to take pressure off of him. Julian Alvarez is supposed to be a top 15 player in the world. He's been doing straight cardio out there. Poor Messi is having to do
Yeah.
everything, and they're going to run into trouble. Maybe not against Egypt, but when they play Colombia, they'll run into trouble. When they play England or Norway, they'll run into a little trouble.
Dude, I love Norway, honestly. Norway is
Holland,
so
man.
dope.
Holland's so sick.
That team's just happy to be here, and those are the kind of teams that always upset.
Yeah, I think they have a good chance against England. I like England. I picked them against Mexico. I know the popular pick was Mexico, but you couldn't tell me that a team with Jude Bellingham, Harry Kane, Saka, and Declan Rice, the four best players in that entire game,
Dude,
were gonna
Jude
lose.
Bellingham was insane. I think that was the best game he has played in the World Cup, like, period. Like, he was
He's the man.
crazy.
He's the man. I really like him. He seems like a really good dude too. So I root for him. Same with Harry Kane. And it's tough for me to root for England, right? Because they're such like a team to hate because they invented soccer, and they're kind of like the Cowboys in a sense where they haven't won in a while. But you know who really is the Cowboys is Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah.
Oh my God. Death taxes
Yeah.
Brazil choking when it matters most. Always consistently good. But are they the dumbest team you've ever seen? I mean, they had about 7 chances yesterday. 7 chances to
I don't know.
score.
Brazil's terrible, bro.
And like Holland didn't touch the ball until the 90th minute, really. And that's all they needed. And my gosh, man, they were playing that coach needs to be fired immediately.
Bro, Brazil is Neymar's career. It's like they have a lot of potential, but they never lived up to it. They give you a lot of exciting moments, though. Like, Neymar is like the perfect Brazilian figurehead. Like, a lot of potential, a lot of talent, a lot of finesse and style, a lot of excitement, but the results just do not follow. They just
I
never
kind of
follow.
feel bad for Vinny in a sense because like the coach didn't trust him with the penalty. He tried to get his players the ball the entire game, like he was setting people up, and they just have a really an unrelenting way to choke.
Yeah.
In big moments. I obviously not a big Brazil person. I'm a big Argentina fan, so obviously I don't like Brazil, but it's better when they're dominant. It's better for the sport when they're able to get pretty far. Because remember, the last time they've been in the semifinals was 14. They got pistol whipped 7-1 by Germany.
It's starting to become the United States' sport like every other sport, so I'm not worried about Brazil. We got the greatest country in the world doing it with our tier 7 athletes.
So let me ask you this. Moving on from the World Cup, College Football 27 came out. Early access. I'm playing it right now. I'm trying to recruit. I might stream a little bit later. I need to start streaming more. I think I lost my monetization on YouTube for not streaming at all. But man, I need to grind every day. I need to stream. It's been hard working at the radio station like 3 to 11 p.m. and doing my content in the morning for short form and
quit,
streaming.
Bro. It's time to quit.
I will not comment on that, but let's just say that I think everybody knows my goal is to do content full time, and I want to do that. I want to get to a place where I have enough income at each each outlet to my disposal where I can just do that full time. But again, it's a great place to work. It's really fun, but it's just I don't have enough time to stream, right?
Yeah.
So like that's why I'm trying to do it in the morning every single day. But College Football 27's out. I mean, I'm playing it right now. It looks like I started with New Mexico State. So my girl goes to Burrell College of Medicine, which is the medical school in Las Cruces on New Mexico State's campus. So I just always start with like that shitty New Mexico State team. And if you've ever never been to Las Cruces,
I have.
Have you been to Las Cruces? Yeah, it has some great coffee shops, great agriculture, some great food, but there's not much to do. So, it's one of those things where it's going to be hard to recruit players in this specific rebuild for college football 27. Um, but man, the NIL stuff is really cool. Like this guy wants 35 NIL. Like, screw this guy. He's a 2-star. Why does he want 35 NIL versus another quarterback wanting this? So, like, I'm trying to figure this out. I'm going to play these games. I didn't want to schedule Texas yet until my team is almost close to being ready, but I like changing the schedule a little bit and getting a premier game just so the guys get some nice little experience. What are your thoughts on the game? Because you got the MVP plus bundle. I screwed up. I got the MVP bundle and
Yeah.
forgot to get the plus. So you've been playing it for a few days.
So I like it. I play Dynasty, but I play Dynasty as like truly like hands off because I mean I'm not even trying to be cocky. I can't play because otherwise whatever team I pick, I'm gonna win every game. Like and I'll win by like 60. It's just it's too like easy. So I play a lot of Ultimate Team if I want to like play a lot. But like when I do Dynasty, I like really do. I build it and then I sim it unless it's like a bowl game. Because if it's a bowl game, I want to win. Which makes it really fun. But I like it. I like the catch meter. I think it's plays super smooth. The NIL's a little confusing because it like never resets. Like I thought it would reset after the year. I thought that's how NIL worked is like you gave the money and then you reset your like I don't know. It reset your cash to like redistribute it at the end of the year, but that's not how it works. So I'm trying to figure out the NIL stuff because it's a bit confusing. College football is like the most in-depth dynasty ever, so it's like always confusing. It's forever confusing trying to recruit. So
Yeah. And it looks like Spain won, which is cool because now Ronaldo is going home. That sucks. But guy has a great life. He's a billionaire. He's got the biggest brand in the world. Like, I don't feel bad for him that he.
yeah, I
Like
mean
everyone's like, "Oh, I feel so bad he didn't win a World Cup." Dude, there are people
play
like
better.
working slave labor every day to try and just breathe air.
I mean, he was never really that good in the World Cup. It's not like he ever got costed.
Dude, Holland's been better this World Cup than Ibrahimovic and Ronaldo combined in all World Cups.
Yeah, like Ronaldo never had a World Cup performance. Like, damn, he got costed. Like he was like he never played that well either.
He was great though, obviously in League One and all the internet, like the non-Portugal, like he was one of the best players I've ever seen with my two eyes. Not as good as Messi, but one of the best pure goal scorers of all time. But he never did what Holland is doing. Like Holland's Norway team this year is way worse than any of the Portugal teams Ronaldo was on. Like they have Odegaard and a bunch of electricians out there, bro.
It's awesome.
Like
I love the power of the Vikings.
Crazy. No offense to electricians. It's a great profession, but you know what I mean? Like Vozinha was an electrician. Argentina was struggling against Vozinha in Cape Verde. He was a legit electrician, by the way.
Yeah. I really do love Norway. Like if they won, I would be like stoked. That'd be sick. But I mean, my favorite team to watch is France. I love watching Mbappe. He's like one of the best goal scorers I've ever seen. Period. He's insane. Like so cool to watch Mbappe, especially how young he still is. It's like, damn, this guy's just gonna keep dominating. He's gonna shatter Messi's goal record at the World Cup.
Who's your comp for him? Because I always keep coming to Patrick Mahomes, just someone who entered very young, dominated, won multiple championships. He's probably like, look, I'm an Argentina fan. My girl's gonna hate this. She's like, Argentina's gonna win again. Now, unless Julian Alvarez plays like a top 10 player in the world, they need to take some pressure off Messi. I think France is gonna win. I think they're on upset alert against Morocco, but if they get by Morocco, I think they beat Spain or the U.S. and then
they don't beat the U.S. If the U.S. gets there, France stands no chance. They yielded our power.
Wow. Yeah. Well, remember France and England, they wouldn't have countries if it wasn't for United States.
That's what I'm saying. Like they owe us one. No, like I agree. I think the whole time I felt France was going to win. Like France is just too good.
They have they remind me of like the 2017 Warriors right now. Like where they have Mbappe, Olise, and Dembele.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they got insane. 3 superstars, 3 top 6 players in the world. And then, like, by the way, they have Saliba, who's a great defender. They have guys who can play elite defense. They have like it's unfair. It's literally, and Mbappe just feels like what he does for, what he did for obviously PSG is he leaves PSG controversy. Dembele turns into like one of the best players in the world. Like people say it's bad teammate, whatever, Real Madrid stuff, who cares? But like when it comes to the World Cup, this
Bro,
dude, when he
Mbappe's
puts on
him
that
in the World
France
Cup.
jersey, he's the
Yeah.
greatest international goal scorer we've ever seen. Already, he's
Yeah.
going to get the record, and no
Yeah.
one's going to be close. Like Messi might get it out. Like if Argentina keeps winning, Messi might have it for 4 more years. But
Yeah.
then Mbappe's still going to be 31 and break it in a game, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying, man. Mbappe's just like he's actually. I think Patrick Mahomes is a great comp, like because Messi's like the Brady, and I
yeah,
think Mbappe is going to be his own enemy. Like he could break it if he keeps playing out
I
his way.
really want to see an Argentina France V3
Oh,
where
that'd be awesome.
it seems like the Mbappe Messi rivalry is kind of like, Mahomes Brady, where Brady was older. They played, Brady beat him just like Messi beat him, and then like now it's France wants revenge, right? But remember, France beat Argentina in the round of 16 a few World Cups ago. And that should have been like in Russia. That was when Mbappe was, I believe, 18.
Yep.
And Argentina is a good team. I am really worried about them. I think they beat Egypt. I think they beat Colombia, but I think they squeak by both of them. And then it's really difficult when they get to England or Norway. And then if they somehow win that game, like I don't know how they beat France, dude. Like I guess like
I don't
any
know how
given
anyone beats France.
any
I'm gonna be
given
honest.
day, I get like
Yeah.
the best thing for Argentina would be one, Alvarez to step up, but two, Morocco to beat France. Like I think France's toughest matchup right now is Morocco. Spain will be a tough matchup, or the US if they move on from that. Well, not the US. Like I'm gonna be honest, like I love Team USA, but if they play France, like come on, dude. I know we were joking, but like
That's gonna be like a 7-1 Germany.
yeah,
type
that's
game.
like, come
Yeah.
on. We're not ready for that yet. I mean, this is our World Cup championship today. We win today. That is it. I don't expect us to beat Spain.
Yeah.
Okay. And if we beat Spain,
If
holy
we
shit,
beat
like,
Spain, that's winning the World Cup for me. I don't care. That's the equivalent of us winning the World Cup. We beat the second ranked team in FIFA rankings. I'm fine.
yeah.
I'm good.
I mean, they're so well coached. Pochettino, those Argentinian coaches are great. The Colombian coach is Argentinian. The Ecuadorian coach is Argentinian. Argentina just, I feel like, has the best football program in the world. They don't have as much talent as France, but they play very well as a team, and they got some good players. I'm worried about Argentina in 4 years, though, without Messi. Really worried. Really worried.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to do. I mean, I feel like France has the tools to just be.
Well, they've been okay. You could argue, take away the Argentina game, like they didn't lose in regulation. They really haven't lost an international game in an elimination game in like a decade.
Yeah.
Almost. They've been the best team in the world for a decade, pretty much.
Yep.
And what's crazy is Mbappe, Olise, and Dembele are all in their prime. So they'll still be incredible in 4 years.
Yep.
The best team in the world again.
That is the
right?
crazy thing is if France wins this year, we could probably see them go back to back, like for sure.
Well, they almost did it in 22.
Yeah.
We'll see if Argentina can do it this year, but I don't know. I mean, it seems like France is just so much better than everybody else. But back to college football 27, because what are your thoughts here? Which dynasty did you choose? Which team did you choose?
I think the first team I chose, I just do like simple. I don't go too crazy. The first one I chose was like I think it was ASU. I think I just did ASU. Just something fun, something light with cool jerseys. But I'm gonna do so I'm trying to look at who I want to do now because like I forget who I was looking at. Let me see. I have it saved. I was gonna do Mississippi State because I feel like that would be a fun team to rebuild because you're in the SEC.
But you're kind of bad.
Yeah, but you're kind of bad. So like if you rebuild them and actually end up pretty good, like it could be really fun. So I did ASU just to kind of get the NIL system down because it was kind of confusing me. But yeah, I really want to rebuild Mississippi State. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, Mississippi State, the SEC is just so tough. I'm trying to rebuild this New Mexico State team, and then I'm going to try and move to the Big 12 if they win a few championships, because then you can get conference prestige up. The issue is with College Football 26 in New Mexico State, my campus lifestyle, because there's nothing to do in Las Cruces, it's always like F. I'm like, oh, you want World Series predictions? Shit, you want some baseball talk, man? We both played baseball, Tyler. We just don't really talk much about baseball.
Yeah.
But baseball is probably the sport I know the most about because I played it at the highest level in comparison to the other two, right? Or the other sports.
I mean, my
obviously the
World
Dodgers.
Series predictions, yeah, are like the Dodgers versus probably, I don't know, the Yankees. I don't like.
Dude, the problem is with the rest of the MLB is the Dodgers aren't even at their peak, bro. And they already have like a 15-game lead. And I'm not even a Dodger fan. I despise the Dodgers. I'm an Angels fan,
Same.
unfortunately. So like obviously you're a Giants fan, you despise the Dodgers as well. No one's beating them, bro. And what's unfortunate is I love baseball so much. Baseball is kind of like wine. It's an acquired taste. Like if you love it, you love it. If you don't
Yeah.
like it, you can't really fuck with it kind of half-ass, right? Like that's kind of what I feel like baseball is to me. It's beautiful. I love the intricacies. I love the mental aspects. I pitched like I could call out exactly what a pitcher is going to throw to which count. Like he throws fastball and I know he's going the slider away with that. If the guy swings, it's 0-1, he's going slider away. Change the eyes, right? If he goes up and in with the fastball 0-1, he's going change up low. But if he's 1-0, he's going to try and hit him with that curve ball over the plate or a fastball outside, right? Like that the mental stuff is like so fun to me just because I
Yeah.
played and pitched. But like, let's be real, no one's beating the Dodgers. Like it's gonna be
Yeah. It's
Dodgers.
like,
I think it's gonna be Dodgers Mariners. That's my prediction because the Mariners pitching is so good. Their hitting's ass. It's atrocious. But the Yankees, bro, like the Yankees just lost like 8 out of 10. I know they're without Judge. Like the
they
ALCS
lost 9 out of 10, but yeah.
not 8. Okay, sorry, 9 out of 10. Yeah, I mean they're like
Like the only team I could see like taking the Dodgers, like making them shake, is like the Brewers, but the Brewers always are good in the season and then they just choke in the postseason. So it's like I have no faith. The Brewers have,
they're like the Cowboys,
yeah,
bro, but like
they've
not a
had
big
so
market.
many teams where they're like, oh wow, the Brewers look really good, and then you get to the postseason, they just do nothing.
Dude, but the Mariners, the reason why I'm kind of in on their pitching, like, dude, Sloan isn't even in the big leagues. Cade Anderson's not even in the big leagues. Those are the two top pitching prospects in baseball. Bryce Miller is like a 190 ERA. Like Julio Rodriguez's WRC plus is great, and his defense is great, and his WAR is always great. He's like a WAR demon, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
so clever play, like, but his hitting has been right. Rosarena has been pretty good. I think once Raleigh gets going, like they're already 500. The American League is so bad. Phillies might be able to get get the Dodgers like some work, like maybe a 5-game series in the NLDS or something because they're pitching so good. Chris Sanchez, I know he got lit up today, gave up like 9 earned. Rose's ERA like a full point almost, from like
Yeah.
2.19 to like 2.6 today. But they have Zach Wheeler, they have Aaronola, is pretty good. Their lineup's been former Angel Brandon Marsh has been really good for them. We'll see. I mean, the Dodgers should get to the World Series. Like
Yeah,
Freddie.
I don't really see anyone stopping the Dodgers, bro. They have
Well,
like
but
a
the issue is there's gonna be a lockout next year. It's not even the Dodgers' fault. Like everyone wants to blame the Dodgers, but like the MLB let them revenue share. The TV deal was like a big issue, and they're in a unique position because they're in Los Angeles and they have the best Japanese players in the world. So they get all the Japanese sponsorships. They get the TV deal revenue. Like they screwed up the revenue sharing the MLB, so they have all that money. And players
yeah.
want to play for them. They're an organization that spends money on player development. And something people don't know about is there's organizations, and I won't say which organizations, but like I have friends that have
They
played
also get you
in the minor
bookies
leagues.
so that you don't have to get in trouble when you gamble. So you just blame your translator. So like they're the best place to go to cheat. They're the best place to go to gamble, and they're the best place to go to play. I mean, they're like the 2017 Warriors mixed with the Heat, bro. Like they're just stupid.
Wild story. I'm like I wouldn't say I knew Ipe, but I covered the Angels when Otani was there for a few years. Ipe was the coolest dude. Did not
I mean,
seem like
I
he was
think
a gambler
anyone
at
with a
all.
brain knows he was not gambling. Like even Pete Rose said it. Hey, I didn't realize all I needed was a translator and I would have been fine. Like, bro, no way in hell a player like Otani, who wasn't making a ton of money at the time, is not noticing millions of dollars missing from my bank account. No way.
I will not speak on that, but the
But both
MLB.
of our favorite teams just suck, so we don't have to worry about it. Like that's the thing is, like I hate the Dodgers more than anything in the world. Like truly, they're my least favorite sports franchise ever. But it doesn't matter because they don't stop my team from winning because my team ain't winning regardless. The Dodgers could implode tomorrow and cut every single player on their team, and the Giants still would suck. So
I just think I think more there needs to be a floor. Like the Pirates need to be paying Paul Skeens. Like they make way too much money. Like the MLB franchises are over billions of dollars, even in small markets. Like the
They need
Tigers should be.
both. They need both. They need a cap and a floor. You need to be able.
There's never. I'm telling you right now, there's never going to be a cap.
Well, they can't be a
The
cap
players are
because
never. The players
because
are never going to agree to it.
well,
Ever.
and the Yankees and Dodgers would have to lose half their rosters. So,
But you got to think about it from this perspective. Like the players union in baseball isn't like they're not pushovers like the NFL. Like the owners have power over everything in the NFL. Like the players have no power. There's no guaranteed not much guaranteed money. They make so much without paying players much unless it's their top players. Like the NFL is completely a owner driven business. The MLB's player association is so strong. Everything's guaranteed. Why would they ever agree to a salary cap? Because then some of their players won't get overpaid. If they get to a salary floor, then I think they can agree to that because it forces the teams in smaller markets to spend money. And then the players, there's going to be some bums, sorry, not bums, but like not great players making like 50 million because they have to pay.
If they don't want to cap, they do need an apron though. Because right now, even the thing is, right, say they raise a floor. If I'm Paul Skeens, still, regardless if the Pirates want to pay me a ton of money, the Dodgers or the Yankees or the Red Sox, they're willing to match. So why would I not go there? Because I'm loyal? No, I'm not that loyal. I'd rather go win a championship. Like that's the issue is they need to add some sort of apron at least. If you're not going to do a hard cap, then do an apron where, you lose something for it. The Dodgers have like billions of dollars on their payroll, deferred or not. It's stupid. Like, because again, if I'm Paul Skeens, I could I could stay at the Pirates and continue being bad and getting battered by good teams, or I could just go to the Yankees or the Dodgers and I win. Period. I just win.
That's why Skeens is going to be traded to not Skeens, Screwball this deadline. Tigers don't want to pay him. He's going to be traded either to the Yankees or Dodgers. Those are the only teams willing to go into a bidding process in the offseason. And, like no one else is going to try and pay for half a season of Screwball with the risk that he leaves. Like the Rays aren't going to do it. So,
and I also hate when people say like, oh, look at the spending lists. Look at the salary cap list. Brother, the Dodgers have like almost $1 billion in deferred contracts.
They need to get rid of deferred money for sure.
Yes,
I think that's going to be a part of the new.
That should be. I would say that apron cap or no more deferred payments. That's insane.
Deferred payments is going to be. There's no way they get through the next CBA with deferred payments. Like that has to be stopped for future contracts because otherwise, I mean, the Dodgers might suffer in 20 years, but they'll make all that money back through Ohtani, and then
it's just one of those things where you have to find a way. Like the NFL is perfect. The NFL does it perfect. Every league needs to copy the NFL. I know people don't like caps, but bro, look at the NFL. Look at how many teams over the last 20 years have been great. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Green Bay Packers, the Ravens, the Niners, the Rams, the Seahawks, the Cardinals have even had their run. Like you can pretty much look at every division, and outside of the Browns, every team has had a chance at some point.
Well, I kind of wish they didn't have the structure so that the big markets like the Niners could outspend everybody and get all the great players because obviously they can't evaluate better than these other teams.
I don't think the Niners would outspend anybody, bro. They're cheap.
Well, sell the team, York. Sell a billionaire, something. Anyways, thank you, Tyler, for hopping on. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get prepared for the Team USA game. Might stream a little CFB 27 on TikTok right now. We'll see. I still need to set up my stream key so that I can stream on here, but I need like a camera connector and shit. So I got to figure it out. But anyways, brother, you're the man. Thank you for hopping on. Make sure you check out Tyler, see LaRoca, all platforms, the man, the myth, the legend. You want to plug your other account that's been popping off recently?
I don't want to TOS your YouTube. So no, if you want, go to Instagram, LaRoca Shoots. Have fun.